Hey there, Facebook. It's Justin Fox with Backers. I am here with Jeremy Cummings from Visual Thinkers. We're going to be talking a little bit about. He is the first one in the hot seat, one of the issuers that have signed up on the platform. We're going to go over, talk a little bit about what brought him to this point, where he's going, what he's done in the past, and what his thoughts are on Backers.
All right. Yeah. Thanks so much, Justin, for the introduction there. So, yeah.
All right.
So,
So I guess I'll get to it. Jeremy, Visual Thinkers. Where are you based out of? I
in
guess
Guelph, Ontario.
Guelph, Ontario. Perfect. Okay, so let's. I guess we'll start off with sort of a little bit of a backstory. What brought you to this point? So it's February 11th, 2020. Give us a little bit of a history on Jeremy Cummings and what brought you to this point.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah. Well, so Visual Thinkers is the creative agency where artistry meets science, and we help our clients increase sales, provide better customer service, meet other business goals. So, yeah, ever since 2009, we've been helping our customers do those things. And, myself, I've always been interested in the arts, in technology, since I was a teenager. I used to like to draw and do arts. And then I got a Bachelor of Computer Science honors from the University of Guelph. Also, I took some business school courses at Wilfrid Laurier University. And yeah.
KW.
What's that?
I said KW, Kitchener Waterloo,
Exactly.
Laurier, right? Yep.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yes.
Was that like post grad? Did you do sort of a master's type courses or were they
It was
undergrad courses?
actually just something that I also had an interest in. I took some courses there, not through a master's, but still useful courses
Cool.
in, in the basics of business management.
Perfect.
And
So I think you mentioned to me when we were sort of talking a little bit earlier, you have sort of a passion for the arts and sort of creativity,
yeah,
science, obviously computer science. You've been building websites, doing a lot of web development, different things of that nature over the
right,
past years. You've been working within you said you don't want to be pigeonholed into a specific niche, but you have been working with companies within the auto industry, within I guess the area, but definitely you're
yeah,
open to support businesses. So that's cool. So let's sort of dive into the nitty gritty of where you have been sort of focusing your energy over the past couple of years, and what are some of the things that you've done or haven't done or would like to do with regards to sort of growing your business? What are some of the things that you're doing right now to
yeah,
grow your business, or as we say, getting backers?
yeah. Getting backers, right? Well, so
That's
yeah,
that's where we are. We're on getting backers, right?
that's
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah. So lots of different things, to grow my business. So some of the things are search engine optimization, uh, basically making my website rank highly in different searches. Currently reaching out to people as well in my network and customers, potential new customers as well. For the past 5 years, I've been in this, doing a lot of work in the auto parts industry. So this is why, Justin, I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
I have that specialty. I've been working with other industries too, but yeah, I have a lot of experience in that particular industry that does differentiate me from my competitors. And so yeah, I'm continuing to do that. Continue to do social as I just completed a certification in social media from HubSpot Academy, and that's also why I'm getting involved with you guys because yeah, I believe in it. I think that's definitely a good way to get out there and let people know who you are, build awareness, generate leads, generate new business, and tell your story because it's a great way to reach out to people. As the majority of people they're on social media, so it does seem to make sense.
100%. So, okay, so you touched on it a little bit. So you've obviously joined Backers as an issuer. You're actually the first one on the hot seat. We're going to have a number of issuers that have signed up over the past couple weeks, months, jumping in on this, getting Backers sort of one-on-one chance for me to discuss, their sort of where they're at, where they're, what they've done and where they're going. So let's talk a little bit about your thoughts about, becoming an issuer, working with us at Backers, so that you can, sort of grow your business, gain sort of a loyal following, or gain some loyal customers, clients, whatever you want to term them as, and then eventually get funding by basically upselling those customers with equity. What are your thoughts? What do you hope to get out of being an issuer on the Backers platform?
Well, I see this as definitely seems to be a great way to do that, and to raise funds, and to also to grow the business, because I like that idea to bring that concept of those two things together. I mean, there's other platforms out there that are incubators and whatnot, but I think that this is a good idea. I don't think that other concepts they're quite as involved with social, and so this is what I think is interesting and powerful about Backers, is because Backers has this kind of methodology already figured out. So why not take advantage of that expertise, and don't have to spend years figuring it out myself. So yeah, so that's it, right? I can grow my business. I can yeah, that's basically the whole point, right? Is to grow the business, and in a way that is it makes sense. It helps people, right? This kind of
In a
this kind of
sustainable way, right?
so
In
it,
a sustainable way. That's
yeah,
the idea, is to grow it in a sustainable way.
yeah,
Um, so okay, so we're not going to get into too much about, because it's fairly early on. You just signed up about a week or so ago, I guess last week at some point. So you've
right.
been working with Ricky, the EIR.
Mhm.
Sort of what are your thoughts? Obviously we're a business, we're a startup. We kind of open the doors sort of in, I guess, late fall, winter time frame. We've started to have a number of people sign up, and we're starting to work with issuers. What are your thoughts? Like, what would you say to someone? You're the first one, so I didn't prep you for this. My apologies, and so don't take. It's fairly lighthearted, but what are your thoughts on your initial perception of what Backers was or is, and what are your thoughts on it now, and what would you kind of say? I'll use this because obviously people are watching this, probably sitting on the fence, maybe thinking, hey, I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur, I want to grow my business, I want to get customers. I'm not familiar with social media, or growing an audience, or any of those types of things, Facebook ads or social media paid ads or whatever it is. And I'd like to also get funding for my business. What would you tell those people about your experience so far? Maybe what you thought initially, what you think now, and again, what maybe they should be thinking if they are in your same shoes, whether they're an agency like yourselves, or a business, selling a product, a good, a service, or B2B, B2C. What are your thoughts? Go ahead.
Yeah. So what I think is that, uh, yeah, I mean, like social media, like I was saying earlier, I mean, everyone's on social media pretty much. They're on their phones many hours a day, right? So, I mean, they're going to be
Too many
consuming.
sometimes, right?
What's that?
Too much time on the phone
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said in an earlier video that I created, just the whole thing is that social is actually, it's really important. I mean, I basically think that social is the best way to reach the people these days, because unless you're targeting some audience that's really old, they're not on social media at all, then yeah, I mean, they're gonna be on their phones, they're gonna see your ads, and they're gonna see content. It doesn't have to even be ads, right? Like that's the thing. You can use social to be helpful to people, and that's really what you want to do. Is you want to help people. That's the best way to be able to get business, at least in the beginning, right? Like social, you want to be helpful. At some point, you want to let people know and be helpful by offering your services too. But it's a way to get out there and basically, get in front of a large group of people and at a fairly high return on investment, right? Like that's what I see. I think it is a good return on investment that working in social media. If you're doing it intelligently, you're getting good engagement. You're posting content at the right time, like we're doing right now. Like we're talking about the story of my business at the right time because this is kind of a point that's where my business is changing. It's growing, and I need to talk about my story. I need to let people know this is what Visual Thinkers is about. Because and and so far, it seems like we're taking all the right steps with backers. That these are the things that we're doing, right? So yeah, it seems to be working out well. Everyone seems to be good to work with so far, so I don't have any complaints about that. So yeah, I would say that for most businesses, it does make sense to utilize social media and to utilize backers, for example, to help them if they are looking to raise capital and also to expand their audience.
Right. Yeah. And we joke. I mean, it's our tagline or one of them. Upsell them with equity. Another one is, it's like marketing and venture capital had a baby, right? So it's a combination of both the marketing side of business, which is, I think, and you mentioned the age demographic. I think also business owners, of sort of the elder statesman business owners, they need to realize that the modern business world is on whether it's social media, digital media, whatever you want to call it. That's where it's not that it's going. That's where the world has shifted, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you look at. I'm sure you watch all the gurus out there, the Gary Vaynerchuks of the
right.
world, all talking about content, putting out as much as you can across as many different platforms, touching as many people as you can, and getting that, providing value and information to people, and that's how you get sort of your message across. We'll end it at that. I have one last thing. Is there anything you wanted to sort of shout outs? Give us your name again, your business, your website, maybe any social tags. We'll throw them up on the link below. And sort of obviously you're going to be working with us and Ricky and Michael at 108 Securities to go through the process. Your campaign will be launching on the 108 Securities funding portal likely in the next couple of months, few months, but we'll be working to really grow the business and get you some more customers in the door, right? To really expand on what you've been doing. But what is your social? Give me do you have Twitter, Facebook,
Yeah,
Instagram, TikTok?
I have the following. I have quite a few different social accounts. So I
Okay.
mean, I have the Twitter account is just my first and last name, Jeremy Cummings.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I have I have a LinkedIn account as well under my name. There are also business accounts which for visual thinkers on both those platforms.
Okay.
You can just I don't remember them off the top of my head. I believe I don't remember. But
Okay.
if you look them up, if you search within the platform, you can find my business there. And,
They should connect with you on LinkedIn, though. I think you were saying earlier, even before this conversation, that you prefer LinkedIn, right? That's kind of your go-to connection
yeah,
point.
well, at this point, yeah, it seems to be generating the most traction. So, because there are professionals there that, with billion-dollar companies selling auto parts. So, it seems to me a good place to go. And I would say Jeremy Cummings. You can also, my Facebook account is VISTHINKERS.
Viz Thinkers. Okay.
Biz Thinkers, and so I have an Instagram account as well. which is more kind of fun and shows a little more of my personality. It's Da J Bomb. D
Da
A
J Bomb or Da
Da
D
J
A?
Bomb.
Huh?
Yeah, Da J Bomb.
Da J
D
Bomb. D A J
J
B
A
O M
Y
B.
B
Or
O M
J A Y. Okay, so D A J A Y B O
B
M B.
O M B. And yeah, I post just
So
fun nights.
go to your crazy to J Bomb. I want to see that one. Forget
Yeah,
about all the others. Let's see how many followers do you have on the J Bomb.
that's
Let's
175 right now.
175. Okay, that's when you tear off the shirt and tie and you go to J Bomb. Do we see you
Yeah.
doing Jaeger bombs? That's what comes to mind first thing I hear.
That's
The
that's
J
uh
Bomb.
that's kind of the vibe there, but I don't
Yeah.
actually drink, so
Yo
but you
no.
see, pictures of me going out. So
Okay, sorry. Okay, we'll talk about that another time. But drinking's bad. Say no to drugs. Okay, awesome. Jeremy, thank you very much for coming on.
yeah,
Welcome to the Backers sort of family, the Backers Network. If you guys are interested in working with Jeremy and you're in the Guelph area and you think he could help you out, I know we're gonna probably maybe utilize some of your services at times if we need to offload some support. So we've talked a little bit about that. So definitely, we look forward to hearing more about you and about your story and the progress you make on the Backers platform. Working with Ricky and Michael, myself, and Jeff, I guess, or the other EIRs that are on board. Yeah, welcome. Thank you for doing this.
yeah, no
Appreciate
worries.
it. And you can check us out, backers.ca, obviously.
Yeah,
We're
for sure.
at Backers Network across the board, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We don't have Twitter because I don't think it's really appropriate for this type of business, but we're about to get TikTok. We're about to get jiggy with it. Anyways, I'll leave it at that,
Okay.
and we'll do a couple Jaeger bombs, but you don't drink. Did you ever drink?
Okay. You can still go to the bar and have some other fruity beverages.
Okay, there's actually a bar in Guelph. I went a couple years ago. They have a
Yeah.
game night
Yeah.
on Thursday nights. It was
Okay.
actually kind of cool. There was like two groups or actually a bunch of people. It was almost like a quiz show, I think. Have you been to that
Yeah.
one? It's like Main Street Guelph. Have you
Hmm.
been to that
Yeah.
place?
There's I think a place called, I don't know.
It's
I
right on
mean,
the
there's
corner. It's on the corner.
yeah, there's like a place that was called Van Gogh's Ear, or there's
Okay.
a lot of different places on the corner there.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure which one, but I think Van Gogh's Ear had those at some point, but they changed.
Changed ownership or whatever.
It changed to a different business. It's like a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure though, so it could have been one of the other ones too, because there's like three other bars
Yeah, yeah.
on
It's
that
good
corner.
times, Guelph. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Jeremy.
All right.
We'll cut it off at that. I'm gonna just hold on a second. All right,
Yeah.
guys, getting backers. I'll see you again in probably in about 40 minutes. We've got our next guest coming on. But Jeremy, thanks again for joining me,
Yeah.
and
Thanks.
we'll talk soon. Okay, bud.
Thanks, Dustin.
All
Yeah.
right.